They have tied me to a stake. I cannot fly. The battle like I must fight this course. What's he that's not born of woman? Such a one am I to fear, or none?
What is thy name?
Thou be scared to hear it.
No, that thou callest thyself a hotter name than any is in hell.
The name's Macbeth.
The devil himself cannot pronounce a title more hateful to mine ears.
No, nor more fearful.
Thou liest, a poor tyrant. With my sword, I'll prove the lie thou speakest.
But swords I smile at, weapons laugh to score, brandished by a man that's not of a woman born. Go.
That way the noises. Tyrant, show thy face. Thou be slain, and with no stroke of mine, my wife and children's ghosts will haunt me still. I cannot strike at wretched kerns whose arms are hired to bear their slaves. Either thou, Macbeth, or else my sword, with an unbattered edge, I sheathe again, undeeded. There thou shouldst be, by this great clatter, one of greatest note seems bruited. Let me find him, fortune, and more I beg not.
Why should I play the Roman's fool and die by my own sword? Well, I see lives, the gashes do better upon them.
Turn, hellhound, turn.
Of all men else I have avoided thee, but get back thee. My soul is too much charged by blood of thine already.
I have no words. My voice is in my sword, thou bloodier villain than words can give thee out.
Thou losest labour, as easy mayst thou the entrenched air, with thy keen sword and press as make me bleed. Let fall thy blade on vulnerable crests. I bear a charmed life, which must not yield to one of woman born.
Thy charm, and let the angel whom thou still hast served tell thee, Macduff was from his mother's womb untimely ripped.
Accursed be that tongue that tells me so, for it hath cowed my better part of man. And be these juggling fiends no more believed with us in a double sense, that keep the word of promise to our ear, and break it to our hope, I'll not fight with thee.
Yield thee, coward, and live to be the show and gaze of the time. We'll have thee as our rarer monsters are, painted upon a pole, and under it, here may you see the tyrant.
I would the friends we missed were safe arrived.
Some must go off, and yet by these I see, so great a day as this is cheaply bought.
Macduff is missing, and your noble son.
Your son, my lord, has paid a soldier's debt. He only lived but till he was a man, the which no sooner had his prows confirmed, in the unshrinking station where he fought, but like a man he died.
Then he is dead?
Aye, and brought off the field. Your cause of sorrow must not be measured by its worth, for then it hath no end.
Had he his hurts before?
Aye, on the front.
Why then, God's soldiers be he. Had I as many sons as I have hairs, I would not wish them to a fairer death. And so, his kneel is knolled.
He is worth more sorrow, and that I'll spend for
He's
him.
worth no more. They say he parted well and paid his score. And so, God be with him. Here comes newer comfort.
Hail, king, for so thou art. Behold, where stands the usurper's cursed head? The time is free. I see thee compassed with thy kingdom's pearl, that speak my salutation in their minds, whose voices I desire aloud with mine. Hail, King of Scotland!
I'll spend a large expense of time before we reckon with your several loves and make us even with you. My thanes and kinsmen henceforth be earls the first that ever Scotland in such an honour named. What's more to do, which would be planted newly with the time as calling home our exiled friends abroad that fled the snares of watchful tyranny, producing forth the cruel ministers of this dead butcher and his fiend-like queen, who, as 'tis thought by self and violent hands, took off her life, this and what needful else that calls upon us, and grace of grace we will perform in measure, time, and place. So thanks to all at once, and to each one whom we invite to see us crowned at Scone.
Hail, king, for so thou art. Behold, where stands the usurper's cursed head. The time is free. I see thee compassed with thy kingdom's pearl, that speak my salutation in them, God.
Swords I laugh at, weapons scorn, brandished by the men that are not women born. What? Thou losest labor, as easy mayst thou the entrenched. Thou losest labor, as easy mayst thou that.
Of all men else I have avoided thee, but get thee back. My soul is too much charged with blood of thine already. Then we fight, and then midway through the fight we stop, and I say, thou losest labor,